This reading's for Aries for June 2018. Until the end of June 2018. I'm late getting this out. I had quite a bit of trouble. Thank you, Uranus, for getting all my electronics to go whack. But anyway, let's give it a shot. I have a little trouble with the Aries. Energy, it's a fire energy. It's a fiery energy. Uranus is playing around at the very end of Aries. It's getting ready to go into Taurus. And I have asked more than once for Spirit to guide me and to help me with the clarity of these. Show me what I need to see. Let you hear what you need to hear. This is for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Maybe even Venus. If it doesn't resonate for you, try one of your Moon or your Rising sign if they're different. And it may just not be for you. It may just not resonate for you. That's just, sometimes, there's a lot of Aries in the world. Some of them don't even watch this. Amazingly enough, some Aries do not watch these readings. And it just boggles the mind. But it is the truth. Okay. Let's get started on this reading for Aries for June 2018. That was a weird cut. Okay, what do we got on the bottom? Six of Pentacles. Got a little money going. Let's put it up here. Six of Pentacles. Got enough to share a little bit, because that's what you're doing. You have enough to not feel strapped. You have enough to share with other people. The Six of Pentacles is a card of success. And an Earth card. It could pertain to agricultural success, but basically it's a card of success, a pentacle. I'll put it up there. Alrighty, let me check the camera. I think we can see everything. I hope you can hear me. Here we go. There's the Aries. There we are. This is across of us. This is below of us. That would be the behind of us. This is the side of us. This grounds us. This is in front of us. And once again, I have to scoot over just a smidgy. Our fears. Our environment, our hopes and dreams, final outcome. Alrighty then. Okay. Swords in reverse. Someone tried to take something that wasn't theirs. They got away with it for a minute. Looks like they're going to get caught. I don't know if that's you or someone around you. But, yeah, it's an empty, hollow victory. You see, he's not all that happy. He did get the swords, but he didn't get them honorably. He didn't earn them in the right way. beginning of a business. Interesting. The beginning of a business. And a reverse swords. This could be a lump sum of money or inheritance or even a gift. Most of the time it's the beginning of a successful venture or an enterprise. Coupled with the 5 of Swords, it would seem that someone has tried to thwart this income. However, with the 5 of Swords being in reverse, it would seem that no, that isn't going to happen. So let's see what's happening in the past. The 3 of Pentacles. Learning to make things. Someone didn't learn it well? Led to the 3 of Swords. A threesome or a heartbreak. 2 threes. Wow. 2 of Cups reversed. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of these are. Somehow this, this is in the recent past. It may still be here, but it's passing on. And the indications are that it had something to do with a relationship of some sort. Perhaps this 5 of Swords has something to do with it also. The attempt, the unwise attempt of taking something. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords indicates rest of some sort, retirement, retreat from society. Could possibly be an illness, too. That's a possibility. What else do we have here? 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is the Apprentice card. It also is a good business card. It's a good money card. That's in your fears position. Page of Pentacles is the way the world sees you. As someone with a little substance, a message. Actually, pages are usually messages. And Pentacles, of course, are finances. And this would be probably a message about finances, and then probably a good one. The Hanging Man. This is your highest hopes. Perhaps. You hope to look at things from a different perspective. Or at least you should. Oops. Oh, the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. So fortune is going to be turning in your favor. Things are going to be taking a turn for the better. Oh, can we see that? I think so. So the Wheel of Fortune is just a pretty darn good card. Let's take a look at this. The 2 of Cups, of course, is a growth in a relationship. And it being in reverse would indicate that the relationship is stagnated. There doesn't seem to be any growth. Or perhaps the growth was apart. Or looks like it's going to go apart from each other. You have the threes. And then you have your cups in reverse. This is such a romantic card. It's such harmonious and kindness and balance, and it's just a very like a soulmate card almost. And maybe that's what it is, although I don't know about that. But in reverse, it would indicate that something has happened, and And that would also be here, would be indicated to have broken your heart, and it has upset your apple cart here. And you've drawn away, and you're trying to recover from the heartbreak. It probably cost you a little bit of learning and time. It cost you attention. It cost you time and attention that you took away to put in the relationship that you could have just as well used for this venture. Or maybe you took a time and attention away from the relationship to put on the venture, and it wasn't appreciated. Somehow, possibly, you spent too much time on your venture allowing a third party to come in, and it broke up your relationship. But you got money anyway, it looks like. The Nine of Swords would be you recuperating or trying to recuperate, and that's in the future. You're going to have to take, or you're going to feel like taking a break from all this, from all of this, from this and this and this, and maybe even this. But you're going to feel like taking a break from all that. You already are good at what you do. You're already skilled, and you're gaining more skills all the time. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of an apprentice, a card of someone who is skilled. Not yet a journeyman, not yet the Nine, but still quite skilled in what he does. That would be. So and that's your fears. I think your fears center around this card. That is a good card, and it would indicate to me that you're afraid your skills aren't enough. But they are. Your skills are fine. There's nothing wrong with your skills. You just need to apply them. You'll have to get up out of this funk. And perhaps you'll turn from the heartbreak and everything of this and put it toward your business and pour it into your business more. Because, you know, you're going to be there's a possibility you're offered a new employment or a new position to use your. You could be that you're going to go back to school, or you might think you might have to. You might be afraid you might have to go back to school to learn more skills. You could look and see. It wouldn't hurt anything to look into it. School never hurts anybody. Learning things never hurt anybody that I'm aware of. You know, most of the time that's a pretty good idea. But you have it followed right next to the Page of Pentacles. Pages typically bring messages, and this should bring you good news. Bring welcome changes to your life. That would lend me to think that this is probably an offer of employment that sounds like a good idea. It's a good news offer, either of employment or maybe it's good news about a scholarship or something, about going to school. Maybe that's what you're afraid of. You need more school, you need more, or you want to change careers. But you're afraid you don't have the money, and that could be what this is about. And here, the Hanging Man is in your highest ideal spot. Let's see, what is that? That's the number 12, so I guess it doesn't make any difference. But the Hanging Man is just, he's just kind of hanging around there. He doesn't really have to. He can get down anytime he wants. He's a major arcana card. But I don't know if you can see that. I'm not sure where the camera is. He's not really tied to anything. His hands are loose and one foot's loose. He's just hanging around. It might seem like your life is in suspension. It might be that you think that you're not going anywhere, but this gives you an opportunity to look at things in a different way, and maybe you can see a different possible solution. It can mean self-sacrifice. You might have to let go of your short-term goals in order to get something better, in order to get something longer term. Of course, this is in your highest hopes. So it's a possibility that that's what it is. Or it also can be delayed self-gratification. So maybe you're hoping to get self-gratified. I'm not going to go into that. That's a personal matter. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is number 10 card. That's the end of the cycle. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. It's on your side. It's upright. It's the end of the read. It's the end of the cycle. It's a destiny card. It brings a positive change of fortune. It can indicate the commencement of a new cycle. It's when positive movement can be made. It's important you take advantage of this while the getting's good. Get it while the getting's good. That's, you can't hardly get a better end card, right? Really, that's a really good end card. It's upright. It's right next to your hanging man. Yeah, it's your destiny. That's a good deal. Okay, that's all we're going to do this time. Have a good month. It looks like you're not going to do very well in love, but you're going to do just fine in finances. Maybe go to school, which is probably go back to school or learn a new trade. You'll have good news about that, or you might get a new job. Might be new employment. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune's moving your way. Probably going to focus more on finances than on romance this month, though. Anyway, buck up. Keep a good attitude. It'll be okay. When you got the Wheel of Fortune as an outcome card, it's going to be pretty good anyway. Even the bad stuff, it's kind of like sex. Even bad sex is usually not too bad. It's usually all right. It's usually pretty good. I might have to cut that out. Anyway, that's all for this time. There's your June, Aries. Have a good month.